Caden. Okay, great. Caden, I'm not saying that you are weak-willed. Damn, I'm hoping you are. For the next several minutes, my job, Caden, is to manipulate the hell out of you. I'm going to play every little psychological game I know how to play to make you say only what I want you to say and nothing else. When this game is through, if it works, the choices that you are about to make, they won't be your choices, they will be my choices. Now, it's very important that I always successfully manipulate Caden. He and I are going to play a little game called Russian roulette with a slightly different variety of gun. Caden, this is a staple gun, courtesy of the Home Depot. This little bad boy can slap a half-inch staple into a 2x4 like it was butter. So, Caden, if for any reason one of my 4 staple guns were to be pressed against my flesh and shot, I would be significantly pissed off. Here's my problem. I have 4 staple guns, counting this. The catch of the game, Caden, only 3 of them contain staples. 1 of them is empty. And you will notice we have 4 men with us on stage right now. And this is the game that Caden is about to play. He's about to decide which one of you guys gets to hold on to which staple gun. Then, to make it fun, Caden, you will decide which one of these guys staples into my flesh. Caden, my job is to subliminally control your every choice so that I do not get stapled. Just between the 2 of us, that would suck. Now, to make this easy, these guys are going to get numbers. That's how you refer to them. So you, sir, will be number 1, and then obviously 2, of course, 3, and 4. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, these are your choices. Nobody gets to help you. And rule number 3, when you make your choices, give me the first thought that pops out of your head every time. No hesitation. Got it? Okay, we begin. Caden, I could give this to number 4, or I could give it to number 1, or 3, or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tell me now, by number, who gets it? Number 1, hold it by your right side, but do it like you're about to pull it out of a holster. Oh, it's got nothing to do with the bid. I just think it looks cooler that way. Caden, I could give this to 2, or 3, or 4. Who gets it? Number 4. Keep it by your side. Getting down to the wire, Caden. I could give this to 2 or 3. Who gets it? Number 2. Keep it by your side. By default, number 3, I will give you yours. Now, very well done, sir. Caden, I've had you make some choices here. I want a completely honest answer out of you. Deep down in your heart of heart, do you think that these have been your choices or my choices? That is so cute. Well, let's take this farther. These are instruction slips. Every one of these guys is going to get one. They will tell them one of 2 possible things, that either they're going to staple into a little pad I have back up here, or they're going to staple into my flesh. Here is where your choices become crucial. By number, who gets my first set of instructions? Number 2. Now, don't open it yet, but do hang on to it for a bit. By number, who gets my next set? Number 3, hang on to it. 50-50 proposition, Caden. Let me pull this out. Who gets this set? Number 1. Now, by default, this goes to number 4. Before you answer, consider this carefully. Caden, if there's any reason you want to change your mind, any reason, like maybe you're curious, or maybe you want to see if you can screw me over. I could give this to any one of these guys up here. If they already have one, they'll give theirs to number 4. Who gets it? Okay, guys, remember your numbers. I'm going to turn away, give you some instructions. While my back is turned to you, gentlemen, open your slip, each one of you. Read it silently to yourself. Your job is simple. Look for your number on that slip, and then look at the word that is next to your number. If the word next to your number is pad, in a few minutes, you're going to be stapling into this pad. But if the word next to your number is flesh, you will be stapling into this hand. When I say go, I want the one associated with the word flesh to step out of line, come stand on my side. I want the 3 pads to stay where you are. Go. Now, Caden, we're going to find out one guy at a time whether you made my choices or not. You're going to staple that little pink slip to the pad, put it up against the pad, pink slip up against the pad. Watch your fingers. The staple will go all the way through. Go. Had you made any other choices, that would have gone into the palm of my hand. Put it up there. Watch your fingers. Drive it in. Any other choices, Caden? I would have cried like a little girl. But this is going to be a lot more fun when we find out about you guys simultaneously. So I will give it to you. You will line it up. You will wait for me to say ready, aim, fire. You will staple on the word fire. Understood? Await your cue. Take it from me. You, sir, stand right here. And your name is?
Aaron.
Aaron?
Yes.
Aaron, there's an important reason that you're about to staple into my hand and not my forehead like I've been gesturing. We're in really good light, so as I sneak into you, I want you to take a very close look at the middle of my forehead. In between two horizontal creases, a little closer to the lower one, you will see a small dot-shaped scar. Yeah. Catty corner, that would be up over, I'm guessing, staple width. Going to see a little pock mark that forms the other half, almost like a little chicken pock mark. Do you see that? Yes, because I get asked all the time, have you ever failed at this? Oh, yes. About 6 years ago, up until that point, I always had the card pressed against my forehead. I thought it was cool. This is what I felt. I felt a sudden pressure. Not a lot of pain until I reached up and felt the staple in the middle of my forehead. Not a lot of blood until, like the idiot that I am, I pulled it out. So Aaron, when I say ready, you're going to put that folded slip of paper up against my hand. When I say aim, you're going to push the stapler firmly into it, and then you will remember. The final cue is the word fire. This really is our moment of truth. Ready. Aim. Give me just a second to get mentally prepared for this.
You're not going to sue, are we?
Both of you be ready. Aim. Fire! Thank you for being weak-willed and easily manipulated. Guys, set them on the table and keep it going for my friends as we send them back out into the crowd.